Do you know what I like to do when I'm doing some laundry? I like to look at some baseball cards. How's it going? A few announcements. Today, Mike Baseball Collector will be releasing the Golden Age of Cardboard, which he and I had a discussion on there. Saturday night, I will be on Sports Cards Live with Jeremy Lee. So with that all said, my line is, I like to look at some baseball cards. My question to you is, do you look at baseball cards? Or do you just look at the number on the slab? Or do you just look at the corners and check out the condition? Or do you actually look at baseball cards? There are cards, and there are lots of them, that have little things, if you look, you might not ever catch. I showed this Lou Burdette from 1959 Topps, pitching left-handed. Even though he was a right-handed pitcher, he was having a little fun. And if you're not paying attention, you can look at this card 1,000 times and not notice that. Rumor has it that he grabbed Warren Spahn's glove for that photo. I thought I'd show a couple of other things you may not have noticed. First, and I've done a video on this in the past, this Lou Brock 1976. I just love this card. It's one of my favorite all-time cards. Most people assume that behind him is Frank Taveras. But before Frank Taveras, the Pirates had Jackie Hernandez. And he wore number 2, as you can see here. And he looks similar. But Jackie Hernandez, his last year with the Pirates was 1973. So that means in 1976, they used an old photo for this card. Here's a 1976 Dave Parker. This is a Hostess card. It's the same image used on his 1975 and 75 Topps Mini. And you'll notice he has a number 21 on his shoulder, honoring the great Roberto Clemente. So this photo was taken in 1973. And Dave Parker did play a few games in 1973. So they didn't issue it until 1975, this photo on a card, and then issued it again in 1976. So this would be a photograph from his rookie year. Here's a 1969 Sporting News, Pete Rose. And man, I looked at this card over the years, my whole life since childhood. Never noticed. But if you look there, that is Mickey Mantle in the background, not Pete Rose. And it is the same image they used on this 1965 Topps card. In 1969, Don Clandenin was shown on 2 different teams. Moved around a lot. He has an airbrushed Pirates uniform there. And he played for these 2 teams before then going to the Miracle Mets and becoming the World Series MVP. I have these 2 Ron Santo cards from 1969, and they have different colors. See that? Now, you might just think that that's probably ink. However, I noticed something on all these cards. So these are the Clandenins. And you can see that they have 2 totally different color backs. And these are the same way. Now, I want to ask you guys who bought these in 1969 or who are experts on this set. Now, normally, these things are released in series, but clearly these are 2 different printings. So did they include these cards in other series? I don't know. I don't know the reasoning for this, but I find it interesting. 2 different versions, 2 totally different color backs here. And the same with these 2 cards. Does anybody know why? That's what I have for you. Thanks for hanging out with me. I got to go.